Now we're going to take things even further than before because we can upgrade even more, all thanks to one individual overpowered monster. Now the last time we did this I had a lot of gentle criticism on my tower placement. So we're going to go ahead and put this one right here. And with that, because we have $565, it's time to buy a new weapon. We're going to buy Quincy. And the difference today is we have an upgrade button, which means we can upgrade to Advanced Ancient Monkey for only $75,000. Greatly increased luck is definitely one we want. Remove common rarity. My only regret so far is how long it takes the balloons to get to the monkey, but he should be able to handle them quite easily so far. While we're at it, let's buy him a new weapon for $500. A sniper is actually really good right now, because I don't have to wait for the balloons to get very far. Well, I guess I still make it to him now, but you know what? It doesn't matter what we do, he's going to be so overpowered we could do anything. My goal right now is to buy my first banana farm so we can start the investment process. For the time being, this single idiot is wonderfully overpowered, so nothing's going to stop us for a while. And with that, we get our first banana farm that I'm going to place tightly here in the corner. I can already hear the angry comments starting. But we got our first banana, so we're now making extra money. There did seem to be lots of debate about the most efficient way to make money with these. Mostly people said the top one, which just means more money for us. We had some yellow balloons coming out. So far, still not a struggle, so I'm going to sit back and collect money. We can make our current weapon stronger, so we're going to go ahead and do that. We have a rare upgrade, which yes, actually gives us a range boost because as we learned before, 1 × 1 = 1. But he's also going to get a big piercing boost. So now he can hit marginally more area, but eventually he'll hit the whole screen anyway. It doesn't matter what we do, we're just going to brute force it. And don't worry, we're going to use abilities too, we're just not going to get to them yet. What we are going to do is get greater production. Might have been better to get a banana farm instead, don't really know, it doesn't matter. Off we go. His bullets are even bouncing now. So we're already at wave 15 and we're still not struggling in the slightest, but we're very soon to be able to afford another banana farm. I didn't realize how allergic these are to each other. I thought I'd be able to put them a little closer to each other, but that's fine. Extra money is extra money. Some of the balloons are now able to actually slip past him. Luckily he has a sniper upgrade to catch that, but we also have the money we need to buy him a new weapon. So I think we're going to take the monkey with branches growing out of his head. I don't really know what that does, but it's probably fun. And now we're firing a great ball of ice at these things, and that seems to be doing a good job of keeping up with the balloons. So one little upgrade to the banana farm later, and we can just sit back and collect the money and let it roll in. Wave 19 was an absolute joke. For the sake of doing proper layout, I am going to put another banana farm there, just so I can keep track of them better. We're going to have a lot of banana farms before this is done. We saw a balloon get past there again, but only one, so I'm not going to worry about it that much. We're just going to keep on with the same monkey. We're going to make his current weapon stronger, which is whatever we just got. This range boost, I assume, affects all of the weapons anyway, plus damage boost, so that's a good one. We need him to be able to reach just a little more. I'm going to get greater banana production for that little guy as well, and this one while we're at it too. The camo balloons are starting to come in. Didn't realize we were going to hit them already, but you know what? That's fine. We can sacrifice 3 balloons. We'll soon have a way to remedy that anyways. Now that I know the camos are showing up, we'll do something about it. Well, now I do a little bit regret my choice of monkey placement because I was hoping I could put that, more near him, but that's okay. We'll tuck it in there. And then for only $1,700, that can detect camo balloons, which is more expensive than I remembered it, but you know what? That's fine. We'll spend the money now. It's probably worth it. The Monkey Intelligence Bureau is definitely something we're going to want to add. Grants special knowledge, allowing monkeys to pop all balloon types. It does cost $6,400, but we'll make that money quickly because we'll go back to focusing on, oh, I didn't realize we're fighting those already. Luckily, we have the ability to defeat them with one of his skills. I think he's due for a new weapon. We got a rare, Etienne. So we're going to buy that and hopefully upgrade that because I bet that's also good. Who doesn't love a good drone? So far those just fly out and absolutely obliterate everything, so we're just going to keep on going. He has one ability that can deal with these so far. Actually, the drones might also be able to take care of those, so that works out. Also, this is just going to help him in a big way. Now for the banana farm that's going to be in the middle, apparently if we take it down here, they will automatically collect. This is actually great because it generates money each round and adds it to your total no fuss. So yes, it's actually good as well. Whatever the case, if it adds money to my stuff, then I'm happy. Speaking of which, we're going to buy him a new weapon and we're going to go with common thorns. Then we're going to buy him another weapon. No, we're going to upgrade instead. So if I'm understanding, some of these do actually work backwards. Like that would be a slight speed reduction. So I don't want it. We're just going to get a 3x piercing boost. We got the camo balloons coming in, but he's more than up to the task of obliterating those little things. Wave 34 is still nice and easy. We got a rare cluster that we're going to take, and then we're going to try and upgrade that. But we're not in too much of a hurry, so let's buy yet another banana farm and squeeze it in basically wherever we can. Lots of camel balloons coming in. We're on round 36. This is all really easy still so far, but it's supposed to be because we have a way overpowered monkey. We're starting to get all sorts of different things showing up, but we have the ability to defeat them all. Actually, once we have this, we'll be especially better, so we're going to buy that. We're just shy on money. That's okay, because all we got is one of those coming in, so we'll give them the ability to defeat everything that comes out of that, and we're good. Not by much, but we slipped in there. We'll just continue cruising on along, hoping to find some very rare upgrades soon. But I also want to turn this one into a marketplace. I was told we needed to get one of these bottom row to tier 4. I'm not entirely sure that does what I think it's supposed to do, but it earns heaps of money each round and gives merchantmen 10% income. So that's good enough for me. What's also good for me is giving this guy a new weapon. He's gonna get the cluster again, just because why not? You can never have too many of a good thing. We're also gonna start to upgrade some of these other ones, spending $2,500. Just to be sure we're getting the most value out of these. I also need to remember to hit the tier 2 on some of these so we're getting more value per banana. I remembered that from last time. Starting to get some lead or whatever balloons. Armored, we're definitely smashed all those, but we did notice the difference. Wave 48, bunch of heart balloons, nothing we can't handle. We're gonna go ahead and give him a new weapon. Was hoping for something better, but maybe if we get enough of these hero monkeys, that will be good. It's not really gonna matter. He's gonna have so many weapons with so many power-ups that it's all gonna have the same result ultimately. We do need that $70,000 though to upgrade that, and that's not actually a huge amount of money anymore. Whole bunch of different things coming in, and he's actually having a little bit of trouble keeping up. So we're gonna go ahead and give him a stronger weapon for sure. And we're also going to give him a new weapon. And then we're going to give him a stronger weapon again to hopefully keep up with what's happening, because this actually isn't good. That's what happens when you get complacent and put all your money into investments. But I think we're back ahead now, so we'll give him a hot ring while we're at it. And maybe put a bit more of our money into upgrading him again instead of messing with banana farms. We still have 183 hearts though, we're perfectly fine. Lots of camo ceramics could wreck your day, so instead of that, we are going to give him a new ballistic missile. And let him get started with that, because as soon as we can, we're going to upgrade that to a stronger weapon. I believe that's what he has selected currently. And wouldn't you know it? Epic! Huge damage boost, huge pierce boost, range stays the same attack speed, but money also goes up. And we do enjoy our money. We don't spend it wisely, but we enjoy making it. So hopefully that's as overpowered as I hope it is, because then we get to sit back and relax again for a little while. So if I'm seeing that correctly, he launches missiles up into the air and they come raining down on the balloons, and it makes a big mess of them, which makes me very happy in return. Yeah, it's absolutely wrecking everything. So I'm really happy we got that. Round 55, and things are still quite easy. We're wrecking absolutely everything. It's a shame our sniper didn't get more upgraded, but you know what? That's okay. We've got just about $13,000, which is enough for a central market. For $51,000, we could have Monkey Wall Street. Generates lives each round, colossal income, and collects income in radius. That's the one I need, so I'm just gonna need $51,000. But we'll get there. We just have some very expensive things to buy today. I also increased the radius of my monkey village, and I'm going to give it jungle drums. That way he attacks a little quicker. It probably makes some kind of difference. You know what? We'll buy our new ability now, MIB. So we'll go ahead and put that in the back burner for when I remember it exists, which, spoiler alert, probably won't be for a while. But you know what? You don't need abilities when you got one of these monkeys and this much money. I'm also going to make, I presume, my ballistic missile a lot stronger. So we're going to give it everything you see here, which is mostly just money. But that missile is an absolute destroyer. So any chance we get, we're going to upgrade it, at least until we get an imbalance of money. It's going to get a piercing. We're going to lose some attack speed, but also some range is very good as well. Can you pop lead? Can you pop camo? How about camo lead? Yes, I think we're probably up to the task of camo leads at this point. We're doing quite well. So if I squeeze one there, we can get a few nice little upgrades for that. And make a lot more money. We have our first one of these things. He's hitting with the sniper so far. The sniper obviously isn't very strong. But once it gets the bigger missiles on it, we ruin that thing's day. So let's see if we can upgrade that some more. Well, we could definitely give it more range. Now he's getting somewhere. The sooner we can get damage and explosives going on them, definitely the better. So while we're at it, one more time. There's a rare, big piercing boost, which good enough for me. Not sure how piercing works if it's landing top down. I feel like it's a radius thing. But you know what? That's okay. I've got more money than brains, so we're going to be alright. Sort of running out of room around the central one we're going to upgrade. But that's okay, because we're just going to continue on our money-making ways. That extra range is working out well, because he's getting to the balloons way over there. So we're going to play with fire a little bit to see how much money we can make before we start to struggle. And hopefully it's a great deal of it because we need lots of money for where we're headed. Okay, we got 2 of these big guys coming in around 65, but as soon as the ballistic missiles hit them, they get wrecked. Same with the armored idiots, and same with these armored idiots as well. They didn't even come with the armor this time. They've got no chance. This monkey's already so overpowered, it's ridiculous. But we're quickly making the money we need to do some really fun things. We just have to murder balloons until we have enough money, and that shouldn't take long at all. There's 50, there's 51,000. Now I can go ahead and buy Monkey Wall Street, and that should be collecting some of the bananas in range. And it actually has a pretty good range, so it should absorb everything there. Kind of a shame we didn't get one up top, but that's life. Yeah, that's better. Now we just sit back and collect most of the money. A few of the bananas get away up top. But that also means we can get back to upgrading our little nugget, who is going to get some kind of upgrade somewhere, mostly to range and damage. I think we're also going to start searching for a new weapon. None of these are particularly great, so we'll just get another dart. I mean, his ballistic missile is so upgraded now anyway, it's kind of a joke. It absolutely blows up everything. And I'm pretty sure this can also generate us lives too, so we'll be gaining some of our... Yep, we have 203 lives. I think we could probably also make a banana central on one of these for 85,000 as well. Only one, but that would still make a ton of money. And we're still not exactly struggling. I don't really want to buy too many stronger weapons until we find something really, really good. Legendary permacharge is maybe up to the task for now. So we'll get that. We'll make it stronger with an epic. That's going to get 8 piercing. So that's just like a fiery laser beam that absolutely evaporates everything it's touching so far. So now I feel confident to upgrade a few more of our banana farms for $17,000 each. I just wish the idiots would hurry and be a little quicker. This is wave 78, but oh boy, is it ever taking a while to do this. Final round for hard difficulty. Here's the ZOMG. So we'll see how it fares once it hits my fiery boomerang of death. And it's got its nose into it, and it's basically just like a laser beam that melts everything. See, this mod is perfect for someone like me. I don't have to learn the game because all I need to do is just keep clicking on upgrade and things work out fine. We're making about $10,000 per round just off of our banana farms plus whatever this one's making. So we're making a lot of this income in the background passively, which feels pretty good. We're now up to 300 lives, round 84, and we're still making it look quite easy. $10,000 a round, we'll get ahead of the curve. Oh, I just realized we have almost $90,000, so we could definitely upgrade him to Advanced Ancient Monkey. New rarity, increased new weapon slots, blah blah blah. And common upgrades are gone, so now we're only going to get things like epics, rares, or better. Wait, did he restart like entirely? Did I lose all my other weapons? Well, we also have a legendary sentry champion. I've got to think that's got to be pretty good. So we'll take that and we'll give it an epic boost right away for damage and piercing. And we'll do that again for more damage, more range. And an epic for 8 piercing. Wow, the luck did go way up. This is going to give range. We're going to lose a little bit of attack speed, but for pierce. On top of that, we're then going to buy a ring of fire. And then we're going to buy any one of these we want. Let's take triple shot. And then let's see how that feels. Okay, so we clearly kept all of our old upgrades as well because our super fire boomerang was there. But he's also firing his sentry gun somewhere out there and absolutely wrecking things. So this feels pretty easy so far. Our monkey's already so overpowered that I feel like it's going to take a lot of waves before the balloons even have a small chance to catch up. Epic Destroyer. We're also going to give Moab Glue. I'm just looking for the rarest things. Sticky Bomb. Oh, come on. There's Elite Defender. I'm pretty sure that's a super sniper upgrade, so that's got to be good. We're going to give him 8 piercing. On top of that, we're going to give him Legendary. Piercing, range. He's going to lose attack speed, but that's fine. Because on top of that, we're just going to give him a straight up 4 damage boost. And you know what? One more. 8 damage, 6 pierce, and even a money boost. So that by itself is also very strong considering it can pop any type of balloon. We've also made the $85,000 we need for a Banana Central. So we'll throw one of those out there and that's even more money for us. And so far him by himself has popped almost 1 million balloons. And that number is going up quickly. We're punching through a lot of layers of crap. I don't know if I should put more banana farms down or not. I kind of feel like I should, but I kind of feel like it's also not necessary at this point. But whatever's coming at us are getting absolutely destroyed, so we'll just keep on cruising. There's a Dragon's Breath, there's a Large Caliber, there's Druid of the Jungle. Who doesn't love some good laser eyes? Recursive Cluster is also one that we could maybe do well with. I'm a little confused as to this one. It's legendary. You get no damage, no piercing, no range, you lose attack speed, and no money. This one's a little better. At least it gives damage, piercing, range. We lose attack speed, but we get money, and that's what we're here for. We're also going to throw down a Churchill. Epic Bouncing Bullet is probably actually a really good one, especially if we give it extra damage. I think on top of all this, he has an absolute donut of fire that no balloon's ever going to get through at this point. One thing I am going to do is put a monkey village above that bank because I think I can actually increase his radius with that. So it helped a little, so I might actually be able to squeeze another banana farm or two in. Ooh, legendary bomb blitz. We do like legendaries a lot. We'll even give that a nice little upgrade of this. 7 damage, 3 pierce. Here's our first exotic, which is beyond legendary. And there's still a rarity beyond this, but exotic, yes. We're definitely going to make that better. That was wave 100, so I think it was a special enemy. We didn't really get a good chance to look at the special enemy. But I'm sure it was quite challenging to defeat. There's an exotic Inferno Ring. I think that's going to be like my Fire Donut, but better. Oh, there's also a Legend of the Night. So that's the 3rd or 4th exotic we've got now. Maybe also some range and piercing. I don't love that upgrade for him, but we'll make up for it with one of these. He's going to get extra money, damage, pierce. I hardly even noticed there was an exotic stronger weapon card. 14 pierce, giant range. So we already had more than enough range. But you know what? We'll just keep adding on anyway. I think I found the first one beyond. Godly Glaive Dominus. That's beyond exotic. So that's so far above epic, it's ridiculous. Glaive Dominus. So let's go ahead and give it something worthy. Damage and piercing. A ton of damage and piercing. And also money. So that's going to help us out. And we'll give it even one more of those. Even more damage, even more piercing. And that's plenty. Oh, the glaives actually circle around him. So I guess that's probably like the Ring of Fire, but better. We have like a super Ring of Fire. Also an exotic Permabrew. I have no idea what that does, but we'll take it now. We have double glaives. I managed to squeeze another banana farm in down below. I think that's actually maybe mostly going to reach into the range of that, which has a pretty decent reach. I might be able to get a few more in. I also haven't followed the path out to the middle here. I don't know what that one does, and I don't know if I care. But when you're too big to fail, hopefully that doesn't screw anything up, but I can't be bothered to check. We're going to continue to buy new weapons like Banana Central, which is actually one of our, I think, huge upgrades here. So in theory, that means a lot of extra money, especially if we get an upgrade multiplier on money. So 1.2 times for that, and maybe even one more, 1.25 times money on top of that. Exotic is good, but I'm pretty sure this is going to be, hopefully it works the way I think it does. I just feel like we need more money for more upgrades. It's around 129. I added a few more money printing machines over here. They won't auto-collect as far as I can tell, but as long as my cursor's somewhere in the neighborhood, we're going to be just fine. Figured I'd add a few banana farms anyway. You can just never have too many. This will be wave 140, so it might have some interesting, yeah, there we go, something that actually survived for a second. I legitimately didn't think that was even possible at this point. I think I accidentally summoned a phoenix or something. So far it's mostly just a bunch of flashing light and death. But I saw something for a second, so they're making progress. They're trying their best. That's interesting. We made like spiky damage all the way along. But that's still just a regular upgrade. We want better. I also just realized I have over 1,000 lives. So we could probably take quite a hit, but I presume there's a lot of balloons trying to get to me. So 1,000 might go by really quick. The balloons will actually make it a lot farther on though. Once those big purple things come up, they actually make it a long ways in. Longer than you think they would. Finally, another godly Ascended Shadow. Clearly, we're going to need that wherever it is, whatever it does. But you can never have too many godly upgrades. I mean, I'm sure it's in there somewhere, trying its best. Probably actually is doing a lot of damage, we just can't see it. Look at all the exotics we're getting here. We're going to get a big boost to everything. Since we're clearly making this laughably easy up to around 176, I'm going to try something strange. We're going to sell this guy, I think, for $2.8 million. And then buy him back for $85, and we're going to upgrade him right away with $75,000, and then we can give him all sorts of new things he didn't have before. Namely, I want something really, really strong, but we'll settle for whatever we get. It's basically a way of re-rolling him. So we're just going to buy everything we can until we find something good, and we're going to mega upgrade that one particular thing. Exotic Ray of Doom is probably close. Oh, yeah, that's the one you point. Okay, well that's also good. There we go, our first godly. It took a while to get here. Godly Apex Plasma Master. Don't really know what that is, but we'll go ahead and make it a little bit stronger. Basically, as long as I don't see a negative, I'm just going to go ahead and buy it. That way it's just objectively making things stronger. I've just spent literally millions of dollars, all of my money on simple upgrades for this one particular weapon. And that included some exotic upgrades like this that give it absolutely ludicrous bonuses to all sorts of things. So I'm kind of curious to see what happens now. I think it launches a bunch of spikes at the enemies, and it seems to do a pretty nice job of that. And I think our money multiplier on that might be working because we're making like $1 million per round. So it turns out at the end, if you just sell it and build it all up under one godly weapon, you can make a fortune. And I mean, I can still get a bigger money multiplier on top of that, and probably a bigger money multiplier on top of that. So the next round, the weapon looks like it's more than up to the task of defeating the idiots, and we made many millions of dollars. So a few rounds later, the same strategy, just upgrading its earnings potential, and we're hopefully going to make many millions of dollars more than we did before. Yeah, that round gave us $24 million, so this is growing quite exponentially. So now I really just can't help myself. The upgrades, by the way, at this point are costing about $2 million each. But I feel like they're going to pay for themselves in no time because we just made $115 million that round. More like $500 million. And because there's something wrong with me, I just can't help myself at this point. We are spending the entire $500 million upgrading earnings again. Upgrades are costing $36 million at this point, so that worked out well. We did it! We broke the money number! We're at negative $2 billion, and we did that in an instant. Apparently I'm still allowed to spend the negative quantities of money. But to put that into perspective how much money that is, if he spits out any bananas on the ground around him, look at how big the numbers are. I only see them for a second. I think that's 12 billion per stack. Well, I feel like I've accomplished what I set out to do today.